Welcome to Extra Throttle House. I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
And this video is a long time coming, okay? This is years of being car journalists and driving a lot of cars and a lot of pent-up frustration.
I've got a bone to pick.
That's not how you pick a bone.
I was doing it for a minute there, and then it took a while, so they got really awkward. I was just like...
Yeah, it's okay.
I was just breaking a wishbone. Anyway. I wish none of these features existed, all right?
Jesus. These are car features that, over time, we have lots of evidence to come to a conclusion that they're stupid and we hate them, okay?
Look, manufacturers are trying to innovate.
Yep.
All right? But they fail.
Where you get this.
Oftentimes they fail.
Oftentimes they fail. Or, to be fair to them, maybe there's some sort of like legislation or like whatever that, you know, people... But
either way,
shut up. Do better.
As consumers,
do better.
These things suck.
They suck. Oh my God, they suck so much.
And the last time we spoke about this, the last time we did this topic was 6 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and things have changed.
Things have changed. Lots of technology has become worse.
There's more shit.
Here we go. You ready? This is going to be like a 30-minute bitch fest. So, starting off with beeping. Okay? Why does every car beep constantly?
Lots of beeping going on.
Oh my God, the beeping.
And Thomas has this firsthand because Toyota is one of the most guilty people here, and he has a Land Cruiser.
My Toyota beeps at me when I get in, when I get out, when I reach for a cup holder, when I look to talk to my wife.
Yeah.
When I turn the car on, when I turn the car off, when I turn the radio on, when I turn the radio off, when I go to turn, when I go to pull out from a junction, when I come to a stop at a junction, when I come to a stop at a red light, when I pull into a parking lot.
There's lots of beeping. There's lots of beeping in the Land
Cruiser.
Cruiser.
Pulling out, or doing absolutely effing anything in
the car he says he loves,
it
by the
beeps
way.
at me.
The GR Corolla, I remember I had my seatbelt off stationary, and it was going absolutely mad.
Yeah, you put it in park and it keeps beeping.
Not necessary. That's not the only beeping. There's the cross-traffic alert stuff that's just always... Like the MX-5 is really guilty of this. I'll turn left into an empty road and my thing will go, wait!
Yes, yeah. So this is what
It's a panic.
This is what the Land Cruiser does. This is not just Toyota and Mazda, by the way. This is most manufacturers, but the Toyota is really exceptionally touchy. So here's what it does. It has the front cross-traffic alert, right?
Yes, yes.
It will detect, if you're sitting here ready to turn left or right, doesn't matter. It will detect if a car is coming this way and potentially going to cut you off as you pull out. However, if you want to smoothly pull into traffic like a human being, as the car's approaching, and you know you can time it because you're a driver and you've been doing this for years, the car will pull by, you've probably already got your foot off the brake. Right? If your foot is off the brake and you're allowing the torque converter to slowly pull the car forward so that you can smoothly get on the throttle and your passengers don't hate you, it will beep. Because it thinks you're going to come off the brake and floor it into traffic, at which point you probably would hit the car. So the moment you take your foot off the brake and there's any traffic, it will beep, which means every single junction you come to, it will beep as you pull out. And guess what it does when I go to pull out? It distracts me.
Well, I'm glad you said that because we did the research. And by that I mean we looked at the research that has been done by universities in the USA and Hong Kong.
Yep.
And they found that the alerts may degrade safe driving.
Damn, knew it.
The study found that drivers using only the forward collision and lane departure warnings had about 5% more speeding incidents and 6% more hard braking incidents compared with drivers not using the ADAS at all. They suspect that the forward collision and lane departure warnings bings make you feel like the systems are keeping you safer and therefore you do less caution yourself.
Oh, interesting.
This is like people outsourcing their brains to ChatGPT.
That's what this is.
And they're actually just, their brains are atrophying.
Well, for me, it's a distraction, right?
With my Audi S4, it had the Audi pre-sensor, whatever it's called.
Oh, right.
And that was beyond beeping. And this isn't the only car that does this, but it would slam on the brakes. And there was one time when we were on the way to film an Isetta for the first time.
Oh, right.
And I turned left across 3 lanes of traffic. And I definitely had time.
Yes.
But my car did, at 45 degrees, my car went, oh my God, there's cars! And it slammed on the brakes as they were all coming at me at 60 kilometers an hour.
And you were stuck.
And I was stuck. And it would took, and I was in gear and trying to get sport, and I got out of there, and they all had to slam on their brakes, they were all beeping, and I've never been so angry with my car. And then a year later, I sold it. I didn't because I liked it otherwise.
Oh, I see. Okay. but still very stupid.
But then the other more aggressive beep as well is when we're in the UK, which we've been in recently.
For no reason whatsoever. But yeah, so basically in the UK, it's mandated that you have to, as the car turns on, the read the speed limit warning sign beep
Yes.
has to be on, which means that if you want to not hear it beep every single time you go over the speed limit, you have to turn your car on, go into the menus, and turn it off.
It's why every
don't do.
English car review starts with saying how to turn it off in that particular car.
Yes.
It's very close to being a complete deal breaker. Like I would buy a 2019 car.
Yeah, literally just I
Just to
didn't
not
have to
have
turn it
that.
off.
It's
Actually,
terrible.
the infection has spread over here with the Ineos Grenadier, because when that car came here, I don't know if they've improved it by now, but when we first tested the Ineos, it still had that, even though it's not mandated here in Canada, it still had that system.
Right.
So when you got in the car, it would beep at you.
But I forgive that car because it has one of the coolest features, which is the toot button versus the horn. So you don't have to do an aggressive beep.
Yeah,
It's just zero sum.
yeah, levels out.
Stop beeping.
Stop friggin' beeping.
Next. Now this is something we've mentioned many times because it's not necessary for this to become Joan of Arc. But
Yeah.
the wireless phone chargers just heat up your phone.
They don't charge it, which is weird because they're called wireless phone
Chargers.
chargers.
No,
It's
they
chargers.
give you thermal energy, and then the phone chooses what to do with it. So sometimes it does charge.
Yeah, what if there's a little cable that you could like plug into the bottom of your phone at a charging port where it efficiently charges
But
the battery?
also, every time I'm on a charging port, I'm like, okay, you want it here? How do you want it? Like just here? And it goes activated and it stops. I'm like, okay, what about here? And it's like, nothing has ever made me feel so, yeah.
Yeah, and there's some cars where the design is where that wireless charging pad is like in a cubby bucket thing.
Yeah, in like a sprung thing.
Like
where-
rubber thing, right? But
Yeah.
that thing is right down on the transmission tunnel. So it makes your phone hot, and the car makes the car area that the phone's being charging in hot. So you pick up your phone and it says, shut off due to high temperature. What's the
Some
point of
manufacturers
this?
have tried to battle this. Like the new Cayenne has an air-conditioned wireless charger space.
Yes. But what if you just made it so that you could charge the phone and not have to
You know
cool
what? There
it?
was that era where we had iPod docks. Wherever you wanted to put your phone, there was with iPod, there was just the dock.
Bunk, it just went in.
Imagine if you just put it in and it just sort of slid into a USB-C. Like
Oh,
it was
incredible.
Like an iPod dock.
Oh my God. Tell me again.
I don't need to be on this channel. I'm gonna go make a video. I'm gonna go make some money. One sec.
Anyway, it's good.
Beeping.
No, it's all good. It's good. I'm just really important. Okay, so what's next?
The next thing is the manufacturer's obsession with piping in artificial engine noise.
There's a couple different rungs to this complaint, okay? Well, not rungs. There's like caveats, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sometimes cars are so well insulated that if they didn't pipe any engine noise in, you wouldn't hear anything. So did they get a pass on that one?
No.
Okay, off he goes. In you go.
I like the complete silence.
He likes the complete silence.
But also, I do like honest engine sounds. Listen, VW. I think VW were the first to do this in 2011. They did the sound actor
Sound actor.
in the Jettas and the GLIs and stuff.
I'm not just saying it funny, by the way. It's spelled like that.
Sound actor.
Actor.
And then it has since got out of hand. I mean, there are lots of ways that manufacturers pipe in sound. For example, in the MX-5, there is a sound tube, and a lot of other cars, there's a sound tube
Yeah.
that feeds from the engine to the cabin, so you're right there in it. And a lot of people do sound tube delete. There are the more egregious ways, so comes to the top of my mind is the AMG GT63.
Oh, right.
Where it fully
Oh, my
is
God, I
the sound
forgot.
system. It only became so apparent because the speaker blew.
Yeah.
So every time we accelerated, it just went,
Yeah, because
you could hear it was trying to generate engine sound.
Oh,
Like,
that
this
was-
is a $200,000
embarrassing.
V8.
Yeah.
And it just is
No,
upsetting.
it's just really stupid.
The
It is
E-Ray is another example that bothers me. Because that's the
yeah,
Stingray,
yeah.
and it has the hybrid stuff. And even though they made it sound cool, which they did, it just sounds so fake.
Well, it's designed to be kind of EV-ish, so it's fake, right?
But it also has a V8.
Yeah, but what about the Ioniq 5N? Where do you stand on that then? flummoxed him.
Here's the thing. I'm going to use meat as an example here.
What?
The Ioniq 5N is the Impossible Burger. It's the vegan option. And they've made it taste like meat.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, I can deal with this, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, the artificial sound on the engine stuff is making the meat taste like a vegan burger.
Ah, well played, sir. Okay.
I wasn't sure I was going to go with that. I'd rather just have the meat.
James likes meat. Moving on. Okay, so what do we got next?
I don't know, let me just ask my laptop. Hey laptop, what's next? It's the voice activated assist in modern cars.
None of these work. You know what? They're to be fair to them, they are consistent in their deliberate disobedience of whatever you have asked them to do. So it doesn't matter if you're in, hey, you know what? I actually got a bit of anxiety saying "Hey Mercedes" out loud.
Because you're worried it's going to do
I'm worried it's going to pipe in and interrupt me. So if you, hey Mercedes, hey BMW, they all lost them. Most of them have it now. No matter which car it is, there is two things that are wrong with it. One, a massive delay between when you say the thing and when something happens. And two,
But I think that's on purpose. I think they try and pretend they weren't listening to everything you're saying. So you go, hey Mercedes, and it goes,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Sure, I'm
Because if it just goes, yep, you're like, well, hang on.
Yeah, no, I know.
Why were you so involved?
No, the thing is that I knew they were involved because, like, if you say like Mercedes,
Yeah, they go.
it'll go. What did you like? They'll pipe in. So it doesn't matter if you're in a Mercedes or a BMW. They all work just as badly. And half the time you ask it to do a thing, it will do something totally different.
Or just say no.
Yeah, it'll just say no. Like,
Can't do that.
hey Mercedes, can you please put the passenger side window down? Turning up the radio to full volume. Right? Like, that's how it goes
It's
every
terrible.
time.
And you know the worst thing about them is, some of them don't cancel easily. So it starts the thing, you're like, no, stop, cancel, shut up, F off.
Please go back to the main menu and find... Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that.
You're like, shut up!
Yeah.
No.
So those are
If I
terrible.
have high blood pressure, it's because of Hey Mercedes.
How can I help?
And even though they are busy Mormoning a lot of the time, the University of Utah did a study that found that by using voice commands, it causes a cognitive distraction, and therefore they are less safe than buttons.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then in our notes here, we've got it also may be because commanding a computer requires more precision than talking to a human. Therefore, call home might get you to Home Depot, the example that they give. Good. Yeah.
You know what's funny is that in what car was it?
Just picturing arriving at Home Depot and going, oh, not again. Honey, I'm going to be late for dinner. Yeah, but boy, am I going to have more cable ties. Yeah.
My 2009 Saab, okay? The only way, I think that was the one that it was. The only way that you could add phone numbers into the menu was through an incredibly cumbersome, like 8-stage process of like addressing using voice commands.
Right.
To add, and you had to say the number, and then you'd get it wrong 10 times. And it feels like, and that was at 2009, it feels like we haven't improved almost 20 years later.
I want to say it's one step better, though, than you do a letter and it submits it, and you draw a letter. I don't know which car that is. But
Oh my God,
there's
that
quite a
was-
few cars.
that
Where you
was
sort of, you draw an A and it goes A. And you go,
BMW and Mercedes did that, I think.
yeah, that felt deathly. Every time you're like,
That was really, really stupid, right?
yeah. But it's not that modern anymore, so it's not in here. Okay. Here's our next complaint. Does this feel relieving to do this? Does it feel like we're
Yeah,
getting
actually,
away?
I'm starting to, yeah, I can feel myself
I
coming
feel a
down
mixture. I just feel angry.
You're getting angrier.
Yeah,
No, so you're not doing the, it's not the right type of session for you then.
just me angry.
Okay.
Modern headlights,
Yeah.
too bright.
They are too bright. They're great if you're in the car,
Yeah.
but if you're in not the car and that car is coming at you at night and you're blind for 47 seconds, then it's just dangerous for everybody involved.
So incensing is this issue that there is a community on Reddit called F Your Headlights.
I didn't know that.
It has 53,000 members. And I went on it, and every single picture and title is, Why? 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 And I get it. It's not fair.
We need to go back to, like, when I take my Alpha out at night, right? Candles and jam jars. That's the saying. I didn't make it up, but it's the most apt description, right? It shines 6 to 10 feet in front of the car, and it just kind of goes, ugh. That's the light. And then you can turn the high beams on, but you're courteous to your... That's how it should be, right?
Do you want to see the top post of this subreddit?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, someone in the rain, completely blind. Oh my God, what happened? What did he drive into?
Tree.
A tree.
Blinded by oncoming. But I think the way I experience it the most is if I haven't got a car that has auto-dimming wing mirrors, which the MX-5 does, actually, but other cars don't.
Okay.
It's that wing mirror, it's that truck behind shining directly into your mirrors and just into your eyes. And there's nothing you can do. There's no position you can put the car in that gets out of it in traffic.
No.
And here's a Hope for Humanity story. When Thomas and I were in the desert adventure with Tofu and Schnitz, and if you've seen that video, the second video, we crawled out of the Grand Canyon alive and we made it. And we were very, very tired and very, very hungry. And about an hour later, after being pulled over by the police and stuff, we got to an In-N-Out.
I think it was In-N-Out, yeah.
It was an In-N-Out. And it was, I don't even rate In-N-Out, but that was maybe the best burger of my life.
Careful, Jesus.
I don't, it's fine.
No, careful.
It's fine.
Sorry.
I think I have 5, anyway.
Oh.
I didn't say it. While we were there, a 4Runner came up behind Tofu and it immediately shone its lights accidentally through my wing mirrors into my eyes. And I think the driver could see that it was in my eyes. And for the entire drive-through, he turned off his lights.
Yeah.
Because he just was a legend. And that's a car that allows you to turn off your lights easily. Some of them just like, no, I'm not turning this off.
Yes, you actually turn them off.
And we were so grateful that we paid for his dinner.
We paid for his dinner.
Yeah. I'm a bit upset that he ordered 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55. But
that's an I think you should leave reference if you didn't get it.
But we paid it back, and that was very nice of him. But he knew, he was aware that he was blinding us. And now modern headlights are so bright.
Totally random sidebar fun fact.
Yeah, go.
I don't know if this is true of modern cars. I actually haven't checked. But when I was a private investigator back in the day and I had a Nissan Versa, did you know that if you pull your handbrake with your headlights on, it shuts off all the lights in the car? So I often had to, when I was doing surveillance, I would often have to move my car in complete darkness. So I would click the handbrake on one click, and it would turn the headlights off completely.
I didn't know that.
I did, and yeah. It's just a little trick, a little trick of the trade. But yeah, so I don't know if that's true anymore. But you tell me. Actually, there is no such thing as a one click on for your handbrake these days because it's a button probably.
Yeah.
It goes.
Well, that was one of the issues we mentioned the last time we did this video, the e-handbrakes. But we're not going to complain about that today.
Yeah.
Apart from that one moment.
Right there, they suck. Anyway.
Okay. Next. I put this in here, and we forgot to mention that the screen. Everyone's shouting screens. Too many screens.
Oh, sorry. We should have led with this.
We banned ourselves from saying screens.
Yeah, because it's the most obvious. Of course, screens are stupid, and everything should be a physical button. We know that. You know that. Everyone knows that. Everyone's screaming it. Trust me. We hear you.
Yeah, and
this is like more nuanced than that.
This is it was similar. The obsession with piano black.
Yes.
The amount of expensive cars we get into, even that are just filled with gloss black surfaces, that are just dust magnets, fingerprint magnets. It makes everything feel gross.
Yep.
And this is something we complained about 6 years ago, and it's probably more prevalent than ever. I know you say prevalent, like a covalent bond. Do you say prevalent?
I say prevalent.
So when I say prevalent, does it make you go, oh?
No, but I've also said prevalent. Do you say covalent bond?
No, but I don't. First of all, I very rarely doesn't come up in my conversations with my friends.
But how do you say it? What's a covalent bond?
That's how I say it, exactly like that. So what's a covalent bond?
He's wrong. So anyway,
yeah, but I say anyway. Somehow piano black has not gone down in popularity.
Yes,
it's still a thing.
No, it's still stupid. Yes, and it's not just piano black necessarily. It's any. Like dark toned wood that has a gloss finish on it, right? Or screens that are down here that you use to operate functions. Those just turn into a fingerprinted mess.
Disgusting,
right? It's stupid, and we hate it. Yeah. That needs to go away.
Related to an interior mistake that manufacturers are making, and some have had to go back on, are subscription-based items.
Yeah.
So we've had a go at Porsches for this because I think one of the Panameras we were in has the option you didn't get, grayed out.
It's literally grayed out. You can see the cooled seat button,
Yeah.
but you can't click it.
Used to be for a long time you had loads of blank buttons in Porsches, but no, now you see it grayed out, and then that's even worse somehow.
That's not how cars should work, because you want to know what I have is a life full of subscriptions. I have a list this effing long of all the stupid subscriptions I have. I've got subscriptions to like protein shake delivery methods, right? I don't need subscriptions to be attached to the features in my friggin' car. I just want to buy a car, leave with the car, and have the car function as I optioned it when I bought it. The end.
Well, General Motors doesn't agree with you because they are removing Android Auto and CarPlay from their cars so that you are stuck with their subscription services. BMW got in a lot of trouble for this because they were charging for stuff like heated seats, which Jason Kamisa and Jason Fensky helped us out with.
Yes.
Yeah, I just got to finish this ad.
Side effects will absolutely include headaches, nausea, dizziness.
An ad for what? What do you mean?
confusion,
Well, you know how like a
delirium,
while back they introduced the
erections.
subscription services for stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped paying for my start-stop button, so instead I just have to watch an ad and then we can...
Scrotum and anus.
Okay.
Time for an upgrade. Introducing the iPhone Air.
There's another ad playing. What's this one for?
We got rid of
Oh, I thought might be nice if we have heated seats for this gen. Making fun of back in the day.
100%.
And they went back on that decision because people didn't like it.
Turns out it's a stupid idea. Right?
So-
Especially, I think what gets people the most is the fact that the hardware for the option is in the car.
It's in the car.
Which means you're sitting on a seat that has the coils in it to heat, and you can't make it heat. So you're carrying around the extra weight, the blah, 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 but you don't have access to it because you didn't pay. That's dumb. It's all dumb. It's really stupid. I hate, sorry. Moving on.
Bad subscription.
Bad subscription.
Okay, next. This gets a lot of hate and vitriol.
Which one is this?
Start-stop function, especially in non-hybrids where it's not smooth. So we looked into this.
Yeah.
So first of all, the frustration with the start-stop button, I find, is I'm ready to go,
And it ain't.
and it go like the screen, and I start to accelerate, and it goes, oh,
Yeah.
turn on, do this.
Yeah.
Also, it does it when you don't want it to, when you know you're about to move off in a second.
Yeah.
And then I get sort of upset that my starter motor is going to get overused and not live as long of a life.
Yeah.
And we looked into the research of this because we were like, probably doesn't even save any fuel.
Yeah.
It does actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Depending on driving conditions, studies found the fuel economy improvements of the start-stop feature were between 7 and 26%.
Wow.
That's not small. If you're
pretty good.
on the upper end of that.
That's pretty good.
Don't like it.
No, it's
And
stupid.
It's much better in hybrids
No,
where
I
you
hate it.
can't
Burn the
feel-
fuel. So I think that this only works, by the way, is if you are living in an area where you're doing those like 4-minute red lights.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And the other thing about start-stop, by the way, is that if you are at one of those 5-minute stoplights,
Yeah.
your AC won't function because it's a product of the engine, unless you're
no
like some
power.
fancy EV or something, right? So you sit there going like, sure, I'm getting good fuel economy, right? You're just pouring sweat. It's brutal. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm sure the Golf does this thing where it sees the person ahead move off
Yes, and it turns it on.
and it turns it on.
Yeah.
I like that.
For me, it's just, I am concerned about wear and tear on the engine. Starting up I'm sure it's probably fine because they kind of hold the engines in limbo the way they do it. They're very advanced, but I still hear that engine start and go, "Ooh." Right? There's a little bit of mechanical sympathy, makes me uncomfortable, so I generally don't like them. Hybrids, though, different story because the engine stops when you're going like 12 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and they work really
And
well.
They work really, really nicely. Maybe this one doesn't belong on here. Turns out, start-stop functions in cars are great. So
I find them annoying.
yeah, they are fun. I don't like them. Yeah.
Okay, this next one is lane assist when not desired. So obviously, when you
Right.
when you indicate,
sorry, yeah.
it cancels the lane assist. But sometimes, depending on the road surface, what the road lines do,
If it's raining,
if it's raining, you'll move, or like if there's a cyclist
yes.
and you have enough room to go around him without going over the white line, which
Yep.
means you don't need to indicate, or maybe
Yep.
you do, whatever. But you don't. And then how many cyclists have almost been killed by the car going, oh, hang on a minute, get back.
No, I
And
know,
you're like,
I know.
It feels murderous.
I think that the most egregious example of this is in the G-Wagons. Because you can't make a sudden move in a G-Wagon because it is a big, tippy off-road
Sounds so
vehicle.
threatening. No sudden moves.
No sudden moves. So if you're merging onto a highway in a G-Wagon and it'll detect a lane assist thing or whatever it does, it will jerk the wheel, but since it's such a big, tippy, soft vehicle, you go, it just turns into a terrible harmonic, and it's really dangerous.
Most of the time I have it is when I'm trying to avoid a pedestrian or a cyclist or something, and it throws me back towards them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm not in control of this 5,000 pound vehicle.
Yeah.
And that doesn't feel nice.
Yeah. Can I add something to this?
Yeah.
This is all part of the same system. The lane distance tracking system for adaptive cruise control.
Yes.
Do you know some cars have this right, but most of them don't? Where if you're going at a speed, right, and the car, actually both ways, if a car pulls in front of you, it takes way too long to detect that and start to slow down.
No!
So you just like run right up on them. Or alternatively, if the car in front of you pulls away, it takes way too long for the car to just get going.
And that's
again.
when you intervene.
Yeah, but then it cancels the system, and I don't know how it works
And you
anymore.
lose trust in it.
You lose trust in it,
lose
exactly.
trust.
And the guy behind you is pissed because you didn't pull away quick enough.
But meanwhile, for a long drive on the interstates, I love lane assist and adaptive cruise.
No, 100%. It's really, really nice.
Yeah,
and
it
works,
means I can doom scroll so easily.
That's right, of course.
and like,
Yeah.
99% of the time, everything's fine.
So that 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Shouldn't
I
have
think
any family.
for the most part, these systems can work if you know your car and how they function. But overall, that coupled with all of the extra safety systems that beep and blip and loop and whatever the heck they're going to do, they're so invasive that all I know is that when I get in one of my old cars, like my old Land Cruiser or my Alpha, and it has nothing,
Breath of fresh air.
I literally just go, oh, Jesus.
Imagine right now, just do this for me. This is
Yeah.
an opposite of yoga spa moment. You're in a car. The beeping begins.
Yeah.
Your phone's getting warm.
Yeah.
There's artificial engine noise blasting through.
Yeah.
Mercedes is asking you what you need. The speed limit alert's going off. The headlights from the car behind are in your eyes. You don't touch anything because your fingerprints will get on all the piano black. You want to be warm, but your heated seats you haven't paid for. The start-stop function just keeps activating and is activating, and somehow the car's driving you into a cyclist.
So
That,
terrible.
unfortunately, is the state of modern
That's
cars.
literally, that is exactly what it's like to drive a modern automobile, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
need a cigarette.